This is not just a crime story, it is the tale of two friends, one bond, one betrayal, and one revenge so dark that it destroyed everything in its path. In Prayagraj lived Randhir Yadav, a man from a political family. His parents were involved in village elections, and money, cars, and power surrounded him. On the other side was Uday Yadav, a simple hospital compounder. People called him Doctor out of affection because he would visit homes, give injections, and treat villagers. For over a decade, Randhir and Uday were inseparable. They celebrated festivals together, shared drinks, and were known everywhere as brothers. But destiny had a cruel twist. Uday's wife, Anjali, was young, charming, and very active on social media. She wanted the finer things in life: clothes, travel, comfort. But her husband's modest income often left her disappointed. When Randhir started visiting their home, he brought with him not just friendship, but also temptation. At first, it was harmless conversation, a smile here, a compliment there. But slowly, Randhir and Anjali began to share glances that lingered longer than they should. Soon, secret chats and late-night phone calls followed. Behind Uday's back, love was blooming where it never should have. For months, Uday had no idea, but whispers started reaching him. At first, he dismissed them as gossip, but deep down, his heart was uneasy. He needed proof. That's when he made a plan. In June, he told Randhir, "Let's go on a trip to Nainital. You, me, and Anjali. It's been long. Let's spend some time together." Randhir agreed instantly. Maybe he thought this was his golden chance to be close to Anjali without suspicion. And so, the three of them set out. Randhir brought his car. Anjali dressed beautifully for the trip. And Uday, though smiling on the outside, was silently watching. For 10 days, they roamed the hills, visited lakes, and clicked endless photos. On social media, it looked like the perfect holiday. But behind the posts, there was tension boiling. Because Uday saw what no husband ever wants to see. He would sometimes leave them, pretending to buy something or take a call. But from a distance, he watched Randhir and Anjali walking a little too close, their hands brushing by accident, laughter that sounded private, whispers that ended with shy smiles. One evening by the lake, he returned suddenly and found them sitting side by side, their shoulders touching, whispering something that made Anjali blush. Another time at the hotel balcony, he saw Randhir leaning too close while showing something on his phone. Anjali wasn't resisting. She was enjoying it. Watched Randhir and Anjali walking a little too close, their hands brushing. For Uday, every stolen glance, every giggle felt like a knife piercing his chest. His doubt had turned into certainty. His best friend and his wife were betraying him. But he kept silent. He smiled for the camera, posted photos, and played the role of a happy husband. Inside, however, his heart was burning. He decided revenge would come, but at the right time. When they returned to Prayagraj, Uday's behavior changed. At home, he became cold, distant, and harsh with Anjali. The woman he once loved madly was now a reminder of his humiliation. And yet, he couldn't bear to expose her affair publicly. He swallowed his pain and waited. Then, in July, a shocking twist came. On the 11th of July, Anjali suddenly died. Uday told everyone it was illness, maybe a heart attack. No postmortem was done, no investigation. The funeral happened quickly. And just like that, the woman at the center of this dangerous love triangle was gone. But whispers spread again, people said. Anjali's affair with Randhir had something to do with her sudden death. For Uday, it was too much. His wife was gone, but her name was still being tarnished. And in his heart, he blamed Randhir. That betrayal couldn't be forgiven. So he set his second plan in motion. On the 22nd of August, Uday invited Randhir for drinks. They met near a hotel, parked the car, and began drinking heavily. Laughter filled the air, but it was only a mask. Because Uday and his men were waiting for Randhir to become helplessly drunk. When the moment came, they struck. Inside that very car, they strangled him. Randhir tried to resist, but his body was too heavy with alcohol. Within minutes, the man who once smiled with them was lifeless. But Uday's plan didn't stop there. He wanted Randhir not just dead, but erased. They drove to Bamrauli railway station late at night. In the darkness, they dragged his body onto the tracks. Moments later, a speeding train crushed it into pieces. But Uday wasn't satisfied. He made them gather the remains, put them back again and again. 3 times in one night, Randhir's body was torn apart until no one could recognize him. Meanwhile, Randhir's family waited at home. The next morning, when he didn't return, they filed a missing complaint. Police searched, and soon body parts were discovered near the tracks. Identification was nearly impossible. Only a piece of clothing gave clues. As investigations began, suspicion quickly fell on Uday. People knew of Anjali's affair with Randhir. They knew Uday had motive. Soon Uday's friend Ram Singh was caught. Under interrogation, he confessed everything: how Uday planned it, how they strangled Randhir, how they left his body on the railway track. But Uday himself? He vanished. Police believe he not only killed Randhir, but also poisoned his wife Anjali weeks earlier. 2 murders, 1 man, still missing. And so, what began as a friendship of 12 years ended with betrayal, jealousy, and blood. A secret love affair destroyed 3 lives and scarred many more. Randhir Yadav is gone, Anjali is gone, and Uday Yadav, the man who planned it all, is still on the run. 1 affair, 2 deaths, and a story so shocking it feels like a movie, except this one is real. If you found this story gripping, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. Because every week we bring you real crime stories that prove truth is stranger than fiction. Stay safe, stay alert, and remember, sometimes the closest people in your life can also be the most dangerous.